Well, I appreciate your courage and your offer. I appreciate your offer. Yeah, I'll tell you how that went. The 1, 2, 3, 4 stuff when we recorded it. They wanted it to be musical, as we know. Like in the 4 count. The 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like a conductor. And so we were going back and forth, and I was kind of challenging them on what I thought was appropriate, and then they were telling me what they wanted. So ultimately, in the end, it came down to me doing a series of these. And it was, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was my favorite. And whatever they went with was fine. But that's basically what we were doing. We were doing a lot of musicality. And of course, 4 is that would be the kill shot. So there you go. That's how it came to be. And we had to do it over and over and over until somebody heard something just slightly different that none of us heard. It all sounded largely the same with some melodic changes. But I mean, it wasn't like, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. How about way in the back? Yeah, there's a few of you back there.
Yeah, keep it over.
What's your favorite Axel line?
What's Axel what?
What's your favorite Axel line?
Oh. If I don't say got it memorized, you guys aren't going to let me leave this hall. Got it memorized?
Yeah.
I'm so flattered you'd ask me that question. Yes?
Besides Axel, who would you have wanted to play in the parts?
Well, nobody in Organization 13, because I was completely unfamiliar with them. And so I've kind of grown up playing Axel. So the rest of them, to me, I look at and listen to, and I go, I can't imagine anybody else doing it. I wouldn't think, I will best him, Yeah, I like what I do, I really do. It would be fun to go play Mickey Mouse again. And of course, the guy who's doing Timon's okay, but he's not me. Bill Farmer's the greatest goofy there is, but I'd like to be a close second. I don't know how to do that.
Which one, Leonard Nimoy or Richard Epcar? Or...
Jim the Virtuoso. Got it memorized? Jim the Virtuoso. Got it memorized? Jim the Virtuoso. Got it memorized? Got it memorized? Is this something what you're saying? Maybe? Is this close? Because if it's not, it's your fault. Okay, yes. Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the Melon song?
I do.
The what?
Yes, there was, goes back to Zatch Bell. Not only did I play that twisted character, Dr. Riddles, but I played a character named Victorine. And Victorine was this man he was just a V-shaped man in a white suit.
I think your mic
His
went
head,
out.
you could see his face, and it was strange. Like, he kind of looked like this. Oh, that was a chair. I thought, who's singing me? And he was juggling melons, and he was singing. So we have no idea what song they came up with in Japan, but the person in America didn't spend very much time on it. Because they looked at it, and they saw that he was excited, and thought, oh, he loves the melons. He loves melons. Touch my heart, very melon. That was it. The whole song I had to sing was Touch My Heart, Very Melon. So I'm juggling, and I'm singing, and I had to be really into it, like, touch my heart, very melon, yeah, yeah! Touch my heart, very melon, yeah! And somebody got paid for that. And I got paid to do that. Thank you for your memory. I had thought I had gotten over that in counseling.
Makes me wish I had watched it.
Yes, right there, I'm kidding. Hey, you. Have I met any other voice actors?
That voice the same character, like the Japanese VA of Reno or something like that?
No, I haven't. They have largely stayed in Japan. And they really have. I mean, they haven't come over here. And if they have, they haven't sought me out. And I've been to Japan. I was just there twice in 2020. But I wasn't on the mainland. I was over in Okinawa. But no, we've never met. It would be great, but we would definitely need a translator. For both our sakes. Yeah. Yes?
What's one character that you voiced that you really love and then one that you really dislike?
I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
What was the character you voiced that you loved, and what was the character you voiced that you really didn't?
Oh. Gosh. Character I didn't love. Well, there's Victorine. Barry Mellon. Well, I got to play a snake in Billy and Mandy, and it was written by my friends Richard and Kristen Horvitz. Richard Horvitz is the voice of Invader Zim, and he was one of the Angry Beavers.
Yes.
And they wanted me to be in this episode in a courtroom playing an attorney, and the attorney was a snake, and they decided that it should be Christopher Walken as the voice. So my favorite part was playing Christopher Walken as an attorney snake in a cartoon. Weird, but fun, you know, because I got to say, Your Honor, this is creepy. That was a lot of fun. I had a ball with that. I also loved, rapping like Elmer Fudd in an 8 Mile parody. And if you go to YouTube, you will hear me rapping. Seth Green, who created the show, co-created the show, got in the booth with me to direct me rapping. Now, I'm a musician, I'm a percussionist, I got rhythm. I was like, I got this, man. And he was like, no. I'm like, I don't know about you, but when I think about rappers, the first guy I don't think of is Seth Green. I'm not talking Seth Rogen. I'm talking Seth Green, the diminutive gentleman who was the son of Dr. Evil in the Austin Powers series.
Yep.
He was Scott. And little did I know that one of his passions is rapping. So he got in the booth next to me and started directing me on some of these, rhymes. And it was really great fun. It's probably R-rated, so I'm not going to do it here for you now. It's not an 18+ panel. But check it out on YouTube. That's incredible. That was so much fun. I also enjoyed playing the Phantom in a anime series called Blood Plus. And the only things I can think of, one character I did that I did not care for, his name was Rexus Rage Spear. And it was in a game called Guild Wars. Because he yelled for 4 hours. When I say he, I mean he. So I'm in there and I'm like, all right, come on, Quinton, give us a little volume. I'm like, I'm Rexus Rage Spear. Give me some mead! My men and I are thirsty! Yeah. Now, if you could do that for the next 4 hours straight, but louder, throat was bleeding. We take a break from time to time. They're like, are you okay? You want some more hot tea? Anything else? I'm like, I don't know, cortisone shot to my vocal cords. I really was like, I think I'll be all right. And they were like, oh, good, sit down. We're gonna take a break over here. Yeah. So that was it. I pretty much enjoy everything I do. Okay, yeah. Oh my God, it's down to 5 minutes already. Okay, maybe we should have some people line up over here by you. People who wanted to buy prints, I should tell you, the prints that I have for sale are $40, and they come with a personalized autograph and a picture with me on your camera. So we have all that here, so that way I don't have to rush down to the dealer's hall at the end of this and then they'll close on us. So we tend to do this at the end of panels like today. We're just doing this special. I'm sorry? They're 40. And Samantha will take care of you. So if there are those of you who would like to, you can kind of line up over here in the chairs next to Samantha. Some of you, there were like 10 of you who had your hands up earlier. Go on over there. And the rest of you, I'll answer more questions, like the lady in red.
What's one character that you've always wanted to voice act?
Well, there isn't really one, as much as there are actors whose work has inspired me to want to do work like they do. Gary Oldman, I like his range as a character actor, because similarly with my voice range, I've had lovely people tell me today, like, well, I didn't know you could be Tom, and then you could be Jim the Virtuoso. So I'd like to do a whole range of characters. Gene Wilder was one of my favorite actors. You know, he did Willy Wonka the best. But if I could play a role that made me happy.
That guy had a shirt of Nina and Alexander from Full Metal doing the fusion dance.
Maybe on the stage, you know, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Gosh, what else? I'd like to play a bad guy in a movie, but not someone as villainous as Jim. Like me, some on-camera acting. That's what I'd like to do.
I thought you had a Joker impression going on earlier, so I was just like, oh.
A Joker impression?
Yeah, like, Heath Ledger Joker.
Guys, fourth time you've not made most of the panel.
Well, look at who just stopped in. Maybe you should sit down. Well. No, I mean, that's the closest I get to Heath Ledger, is remembering him going into the gang meeting, and he was with his mouth, you know.
Oh, God,
So
I remember that.
What are you gonna think, Batman? What do you think? What do you think will I think? I don't know. Don't say that to me! Don't say that to me! So maybe that's some of what you were hearing. Some of the anger, frustration.
That was a great Heath Ledger impression.
Follow those two men who are leaving right now. Track them. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll find out what's next for me in voiceover. I do not know, but I'm looking forward to it. Yes?
Have you seen the scene in the Harley Quinn series where Joker finds out that Bruce Wayne's Batman and starts asking the real questions?
Nope. Next question.
What he does is
This isn't a question.
he starts shouting, Wayne Tech promised an electric car by this year. I could have been president. Where's the goddamn electric car, Bruce?
My electric.
Yeah, the electric car. The Wayne Tech promise of electric cars.
Electric cars, of course.
Asking the real questions.
Yeah, well, you're right. He should have been talking to, oh God, you know, Tesla.
Elon Musk.
Thank you. Where's my electric car, Musk? Yeah, see? I'm a wise guy, Musk. I'm tougher than you. Where's my electric car, Musk? Elon. What kind of a first name is that, anyway? No wonder people picked on you. Musk. Your scent. The scent of musk. I'm not usually attracted to Elons, but your musk I find riveting. Okay, we got a couple questions there. Yeah, you two are in the same row, so. Yeah, you two. Yeah.
Which Beatles member would you marry?
Which who?
Which Beatles member?
Which Beatles member would I marry?
Yes.
Well,
If they were single.
yeah, I'm not dead. Two of them are dead. Two of them are alive. I like them both, but they're not my type. So neither one of them. I'd like to hang out with them, but I don't know them well enough to know who would be more fun. And you never see them get angry, right? But you know they get angry. So the one who is least angry and would dote on me hand and foot. That one. Next question. Yes, purple. Yes.
What is the hardest character you play?
What is the what?
What is the hardest role you
The hardest role I had, sitting here trying to understand what you guys are saying behind those masks. And it's not you, it's the masks. And it's my ears. Toughest role, hardest role I've had to play. I think I told this story yesterday to the few people who were in the panel. I did a commercial for Twix candy bars many years back, and it went like this. Twix, 2 for me, none for you. And I went in that way, that's what they wanted. I gave it to them in the first 3 takes, but they had to justify their positions. They were flown in from Chicago for this session. And so usually these recording sessions for commercials go up to an hour and a half. We were done in 10 minutes, and they went, we can't. Our bosses are going to be so angry so we got to keep this guy in the booth. So they kept getting me to do different things over and over, the most bizarre voices in the world that they would never use. You know, like, okay, try it this time like Frankenstein. It's like, what? Like, no, pretend you're a werewolf, but imagine you're a Pekingese. What? That doesn't make sense. You're a mermaid, but you got a hammerhead. Go! And this went on. 47 takes, 3 per take. You do the math. And they finally slowed down. They told me to take a break. I went to the washroom. I came back, and they said, Quinton, we went back to the first couple takes. We've got it. You bastards! You're evil. Oh, one more question. Well, who hasn't asked a question? A couple. You and you. So you first. Yeah. Looking at you, it's got to be red. My favorite color is actually blue. Yes, you and blue.
What if it turned out that Reno from Final Fantasy VII and Axel, aka Lee, from Kingdom Hearts were brothers?
That's an excellent question. What would happen? There'd be one hell of a family reunion. All right, one more question from somebody who hasn't asked. Someone who hasn't asked. Someone who has not asked. No? Yes.
How long is a typical recording session for like a character like Jin?
4 hours.
4 hours?
Yeah.
Is that all, like, do you do all of his lines in one day, or do you go in?
Well, we would do most, but then sometimes time would pass and they'd bring me back for another 4-hour session. Like Raiden, when I did the Metal Gear Rising Revengeance series, or game, I was in everything in that. And so they would have me, I remember there was a week, they had me 4 days on 8-hour days, 1 hour break in between for dinner. So 4 hours, and then an hour, and then 4 hours. So it was 9, plus getting there early, 10. By the time you get in the parking lot, 11-hour days. So that's not fun. It was very rewarding. It was one of my favorite roles ever. If you've not played the game, I encourage you to do so. I would say look at the playthroughs online. Just a terrific character, a lot of fun, and people are leaving. So when you're losing your audience, that's when you know it's time to go. So for those of you who would like to come up and get in the line and look at what we have to sign and sell here, I'm happy to hang out.
I already got mine.
The rest of you, I hope you had some fun. And a few laughs while you were here. I'll be down early at the dealer's room tomorrow again, signing and selling and smiling, and doing yet another panel tomorrow, which will be radically different than this one. But I want to thank you, and if nobody's told you today, I love you, and I'm really grateful you're here.
You're welcome.